3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 29th. No.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone?
3, 2, 1.
Sarah, I can't do it.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 30th, 2018. I hope you're doing well. Beautiful Saturday today. In this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. Going to look at some interesting tweets that I recently retweeted. We're going to talk about possible Bitcoin bottom. And is it 200 days away? Possibly. Maybe. Maybe more, maybe less. Look at this shirt. Litecoin accepted here. Looking fresh. I love it. Let's do it. Let's start at Twitter. So I retweeted this Bitcoin tweet. On average, Bitcoin adds a zero every 2 years. $0, $10, $100 in 2013, 2015, $1,000, 2017, we all know $10,000, 2019, $100,000, 2021, $1 million. It just looks nice, but it's a really nice picture. It's a zoomed out picture, really, of, if you're long, of the benefits of accumulating right now. And to piggyback off of that point, let's look at this tweet I retweeted. Bitcoin today compared to 2014 to 2015 bear market. And I love this because I have been talking about that a lot. I've been referencing that a lot lately when we're tracking this downtrend. And here's a great picture. You see the purple is the bear market from a few years ago, and the blue line is where we are today. And you can really see, it says we're about halfway through, 200 days in to the previous bear market. So another 200 days left to go. That's why I said that at the beginning of the video. Now, will it last? I don't know. But you do see some real synergies in these charts. So it's something to look at, and it's something interesting, and it's something we're pretty much going to talk about in this video. But I wanted to go over those two tweets because they do something. No matter what happens, even if, and let's go to the chart, here's a 200-day bar from where we are today, even if this bottom draws out to January 15th, 2019 to be exact, there is a huge potential, if not more potential than if this is the bottom here, there is more potential if we continue going down. I want to remind everybody that might even be discouraged in the market right now, if you're out there, if you're watching these videos, if you're like, when are we bouncing? If you can take a step back and take a breather and look at this without emotion, and look at it objectively as an investor, then you'll see that even if we continue a downtrend, it might actually be a huge opportunity for you over the next, say, 200 days, say 100 days, say 30 days, whatever it is, there's opportunity there. And I want to remind you of that. So if you're a trader, obviously that sentiment is probably a little bit different, but there it is, 200 days on the chart. Now let's talk about kind of where we are. And to do so, I do want to reference a tweet that I tweeted, I guess it was earlier today. I said, what's great about this game is there are only two real scenarios at any given moment you need to simply be prepared for. Number one, Bitcoin breaks previous lower high around $6,800, or number two, Bitcoin retests support at previous low around $5,700, and you can see where my target is. And this is just me looking at the market. This is my target, and let's look at that on the chart. So I'm going to zoom in. That's the daily, but actually let's go to, what was that? That was the daily I referenced. So let's look at the daily, and let's kind of look at why I said that. So first of all, you can see we're in between those two zones, around $6,800, and then $5,700 around there, that previous low that we have to hold for support. Holding support there will be incredibly bullish, and it would be also reminiscent of what happened at this second bottom here, where we kind of held along this channel before breaking out. So if we can have a similar thing like that play out, that would be awesome. However, with this current downward momentum and these little pullbacks, and you can see it on the daily to the 50 EMA on the daily that we've been having, I have a feeling, and this is just what my gut is telling me, I could be completely wrong, and I even think I said that I hope I'm wrong in one of my tweets, maybe last night, I don't know when it was. I hope I'm wrong. I have a feeling we're going to revisit and go back down, and we're going to actually break this previous low at 5,700, and we're going to, be in this 53 to $5,500 area in Bitcoin. So why am I saying that? Well, it's pretty simple. For starters, what I want to do is I want to reference, and I've referenced this before if you've been watching these videos, but I think this is very important. The bottom that we had in Bitcoin in 2015, when we were way overextended at that main bottom that we finally made in this bear market, you can see from the 50 EMA we were around 40. Let's see, we extended around almost 50% away from the 50 EMA at that low. Now, I want to, for reference, kind of point out, if I can fix my chart here and get the right price range indicator or tool. I want to point out, so this first low that we had in Bitcoin, 45%, okay? So there was some, and you can remember that happening. I remember watching the charts. It was a very quick, long wick down. It was a crazy day, and then we bounced back up. There was a lot of people getting out of the market. It was like kind of a mini capitulation. And a lot of people thought that was going to be the bottom. Obviously not even close. Now, the second bottom, not as drastic, around 30% from the 50 EMA. Now, from where we are right now, we are currently around 13% from the EMA, with this most previous low away from the 50 EMA right around here was 21%. So we've had these lower highs in Bitcoin from this $10,000 mark. So we had a lower high pullback to the 50 EMA, slight pullback with a lower high, another slight pullback, and then these pullbacks keep getting less and less strong to the 50 EMA. So yesterday we had a mini breakout, but we saw huge resistance and it did not last. So obviously the volume is not here yet. Hence, the volume not being here yet, that's why I see another leg down. I see a new lower high in play right here where we are, and then a new lower low, possibly in this $5,300 to $5,500 area. I mean, in general, the reason I'm saying that area is simply because if you look at these drops that we've had since that $10,000 high, you know, we have around 15%, right? We have around 17% on that pullback from the lower high to new low. And I have the wrong tool. And then we have around 20%, 19% on that one. And then currently, the most recent, we had around 15%. So if we can just average those, you know, we're right around the 15 to 18% mark from where we're trading right now. We take that and we bring it down around 16%, right? That's right around 5,300. That's right around 53 to 5,500, right in that area for next leg down. The way I do my charting, you don't see me using Elliott waves. You don't see me using all these indicators all of the time. I use momentum indicators mainly. And the reason I do that is because within Bitcoin, within Litecoin, within cryptocurrency, there really are pretty strongly defined patterns and pretty strongly defined pullbacks and retracements within bear markets, bull markets, and the like. So in this sense, we use the 50 EMA to help paint that picture. So next leg down, that's why I have basically the this target here, 5,300 to 5,300. So really what that looks like is we might trade sideways around 6,300 right now. If we don't get that momentum and break up, then I see a next lower low right there in that range. So that's why I'm looking at that. I'm anticipating it. I'm getting ready for it. And until we have that mass capitulation, and what could a mass capitulation look like? What could like a true bottom look like with Bitcoin? Well, if it were to happen today, and we base it off of historical evidence of what a bottom might look like, we can kind of take that from the 50 EMA to like a 50% swing down, right? So we can, I'm running out of room here, but let's take this from the 50 EMA. This is as of today. So that's around $3,500. And you can remember I did a video of possible bottom somewhere in $3,000 to $5,000 range, somewhere down here. I don't know if it can be soon. I don't know if it'll be in 2 months, 3 months, a year. But those are kind of my thoughts in terms of that. And along the way of that happening, we might have these these lower lows and these pullbacks up to the 50 EMA. As we kind of come down, we might have these pullbacks to the 50 EMA. And I use the 50 EMA a lot in regards to seeing when we're actually going to define a bottom. Because when we define a bottom, you're going to see us approach the 50 EMA and not see resistance. You're going to see us break it. And then you're going to see the 50 EMA level out and then start actually going up. And we're going to see it as support as opposed to resistance. How long that process looks, we don't know. But that's what the chart will look like when we're out of the bear market right there. So could it be 200 days from now? Yes. Could it be tomorrow? Yes. The first step in it happening tomorrow would simply be breaking, and I'm trying to go to a different chart because it's not as messy, but basically the first step would be breaking right around, it would be a bull run to right around $6,800. It would be a continued uptrend right here, and then breaking this previous lower high of $6,800. That's what a possible turnaround in the market would look like. So those are my thoughts. I try to keep it quick, concise. I know I've been talking a lot about the 50 EMA. I've been talking a lot about this falling wedge and forming new lower lows, but I mean, that's what's going on, right? That's what we have to anticipate in the market. It's a great time to accumulate. It's an awesome time to add to your portfolio if you have the money to do so. Do it conservatively. Don't spend more than you can afford to lose. I really appreciate you for coming by. And as always, I will see you in the next video, and God bless.